Well, everyone, welcome once again to Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy. Performance Therapy, 14 locations across the state. Comprehensive care, hands-on treatment, proven results. That is Performance Therapy. I'm TJ Werre. I'm your host. We're at the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum in Jackson, getting ready for another exciting night of high school football across the state of Mississippi. If this is your first time watching the show, the goal of the show is to be like the Red Zone channel for high school football, show you as many big plays, big moments, and as many big scores as possible. So let's take a look at some of the games we're going to be keeping our eyes on tonight. How about Brandon and Warren Central? They've started the third quarter. We're going to go there in just a minute. Brandon is 1-2 on the year. Warren Central 2-1. Brandon has won 3 of the last 4 in this series. And then in Picayune, or I should say in Gulfport, Picayune is visiting Gulfport. Gulfport is 2-1 this year, while Picayune is also 2-1 this year. Gulfport has a sizable advantage at the half as well. We'll get down there. Then we have Hartfield and Starkville Academy. Hartfield coming into the season with a 5-0 record. Meanwhile, Starkville Academy also 5-0. So someone is leaving with their first loss of the season. We have Madison Central at Northwest Rankin. Former division foes now spread out after the new the region realignment and reclassification. Madison Central leads the series 24-4 all time, and they've won the last 4 in this series. How about our game of the night? Hard to argue with it. MRA taking on Oak Grove. MRA has 1 loss so far on the year. Meanwhile, they're 4-1. Meanwhile, Oak Grove 3-0, and they've got an impressive win. They won 28-21 at Hoover, and that game was tied 24-24 at halftime. Then we got Simpson Academy taking on Taylorsville. This is the first ever meeting between the two schools. We have Tupelo and Oxford. Tupelo leads the all-time series 13-6, but Oxford has won 4 in the last 5 years. And then we have Louisville and Starkville. Starkville leads the all-time series 48-27-4. Starkville has won 7 state championships, Louisville 11. So 7 plus 11, 18 combined state championships between the two schools. So before we go to the games, let's hear a word from Performance Therapy.
Hello, I'm Brian Henley with Performance Therapy. I'm the physical therapist and clinic director at our Gluckstadt Clinic. We are in the Madison County area, and we proudly serve many of our schools in this area as well as our local community. We treat everywhere from the younger kids, athletes, non-athletes, to the local geriatric population. We have over 25 years of experience in the physical therapy field here in this clinic. This has helped us to gain a large amount of respect with our local medical community, and helped us with our relationships with both the physicians that refer to us as well as our local community and clientele. We take great pride in the relationships we are able to build with our patients through focused care and focused treatment to help them achieve their goals. You can contact us directly at our Gluckstadt Clinic or reach us through one of our 14 clinics across the state. We are Performance Therapy, comprehensive care, hands-on treatment, proven results.
5, 4, audio's coming on.
All right, thanks again to Performance Therapy for all that you do to make Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live a possibility. So let's get the party started. Our first game of the night is going to be Brandon and Warren Central. Brandon 1-2 on the year, Warren Central 2-1, and that is where we're going to go first tonight. Brandon has a lead there in the third quarter. Brandon scored a touchdown on a previous drive in this quarter, but it was called back.
Barnes throws, quick strike. He had to get rid of it quickly. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah,
a lot of traffic coming through there.
Yeah, stepping over there. Gavin Davenport, linebacker, was on the rush, and Brandon just did get that pass off.
Looks like they're going to bring Mullins back out. He's 1 for 2 tonight. He hit from 43 and was short from 50. And this will be a yard closer than the last one. This will be from 49 yards. 49 yards out, going same direction, right to left on your radio dial if you're on the radio. East to west. See if we can get a better foot into this one. Definitely capable here. Good snap, good hold. Driving kicks, got plenty of distance, and he splits it that time. That would have been good from about 60.
Man, he's got a foot on him now. Good to have him on our side of the field, but great kick by Mullins.
Mullins, 2 for 3 tonight. That makes the score down 20-7. Bulldogs on top. Timeout on the floor, back in 30 seconds.
All right, let's go over to Simpson Academy in Taylorsville for the first time tonight. Simpson Academy up 14-0. Like we just mentioned a minute ago, first meeting ever between these two schools. Simpson Academy 1-3 on the season. Meanwhile, Taylorsville 1-2. Taylorsville coming off a 9-5 year in 2022. They were 6-1 in 1A Region 4. They lost to Bay Springs in the South State Final. Let's go live to Taylorsville.
Right before the snap comes, we move a little early. The running backs, for both teams do that. And it typically doesn't get called, but I guess when the big uglies do it, you can't let that go. You can't give them that big of an advantage. Twin set over here to the left. Got him. Nice pitch and catch. Great job by Funchess. Great pass. And look, I'm telling you, when going to be 3rd and 1.
The 19-yard line.
That's close. Yep, first down. First down at the 19. When Barrett gets his feet set and he throws the football, I don't think there's been a more talented quarterback that's put on the uniform. I really don't. He's got all the tools, all the skills. Trying to think back, Larkin Honey was a great quarterback. Josh Robinson, who was Taylor's starting quarterback and then moved over to Simpson his senior year because of Jason Campbell, who we talked about earlier.
All right, let's go over to Picayune and Gulfport, and Picayune down 21-7, and now it looks like the Maroon Tide fumbled it and Gulfport recovers. So Gulfport with a surprising 21-7 lead in this one against the defending 5A champions. And it looks like Gulfport is going to take over. So a big stop there with 9:31 to go in the third quarter. We will now go back to Simpson Academy and Taylorsville while Gulfport gets ready to take over on offense.
Allen. Stuffed at the line there.
Again, the ball carrier. He's hit again. After short.
So it's going to be, looks like maybe a no gain or a loss of a little bit. Going to be 3rd and 9.
They'll give it no gain on the play. 3rd down and 9 for the Cougars. The ball spotted on the 20-yard line.
Big 3rd down here. Oh, we got some here. Beat him. Oh, no.
McKinney's pass falls incomplete.
So he was pressing Funch over here and just got off of it pretty good. Didn't allow Funches to get on the top of him and ran stride for stride with him and incomplete there. But when you're looking at the line of scrimmage, it looks like you got something right there. And sometimes it's like that. So need to get a big booming punt here from Chance and really send them back. And end over end, good punt right there. Give us a roll, great roll. So it's going to be marked down around the 30.
All right, so Simpson Academy has to punt. Taylorsville is going to get the ball. Let's go back to Brandon and Warren Central. Brandon, after that long field goal, up 20-7, and the Vikings have the ball.
Hitting the 3-minute mark of the third period, 20-7. It's been all Brandon. Warren Central did score on the first play of the third quarter. 80-yard strike to cut it within 10. Bulldogs got a field goal to stretch it out a little bit. 3-by-1 set. Drops to throw. Looking, going to be hit. He throws it way down the field. It's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be knocked away. A good job by the Bulldogs as they were trying to get that isolation again.
Yeah, and good pressure by the secondary Jaden Callender, and on the right side, Jacob Toro and Hespan and company, Khalil Norwood. And the pressure kind of forced Morgan to kind of hang it up going to the far sideline. It was one-on-one around the 20-yard line, and Rollins almost out of position. He had to knock that ball, bat the ball down from behind. Good job of batting it down, but, boy, he was a little bit out of position.
Big third down coming up here. So, second down and 10. Morgan, Warren Central with the ball at their own 49-yard line. Trip set bunch on the far side. Morgan looking for the screen. Nope, pump fakes, pressure coming. He's hit. Dropped for the fourth time tonight. Bulldogs living in that backfield.
Yeah, and
All right, let's check in on Hartfield and Starkville Academy for the first time tonight. Hartfield up 31-7. The Hawks making light work of most of their opponents this year, and they're off to a good start again tonight. 29-0 at Heritage Academy, 56-0 over Brookhaven Academy, 48-22 over Simpson Academy, 48-20 over Cathedral, and 42-6 over Presbyterian Christian. And now with another big lead here against Starkville, and they look like they're well on the way to scoring some more points. Let's go live here, and then we'll be bouncing between here and Brandon and Warren Central.
Of lineman, it looks like it's going to be a hold, but let's confirm here.
There is a flag on the play.
While we're waiting on that call, I do want to point out what an outstanding week it has been for Hartfield athletics. Let's just look at last night, for example, with varsity soccer and softball victories against district opponents. Soccer with a 3-0 victory over Jackson Academy. That was a lot of fun. If you missed that one, go back. It's on demand. You can catch it. But love the tenacity that our girls showed on the pitch last night.
Absolutely. They put their boots on and got on the pitch. You see, I know all this jargon here, but, man, proud. My daughter obviously playing. Proud of those girls. They actually look like a team. If you've been watching them over the past few weeks, man, it hadn't been looking too great, but, man, you'd love to see coaches just working with those girls, and they're getting better and better. And it was a true team effort last night and a huge win against Jackson Academy.
Massive victory. There is a rare negative play for Jaslowski and the Hawks. So with that brings up a second down.
Also about 4 yards.
Say at about 14 to go as Hayden McMinn, number 15, will check in from the wide receiver spot.
A little bit longer than 14.
Oh yeah, 23. My bad.
23.
I didn't see the other sticks up there. Wow, my mistake. For second and 23, significant difference. There's Jaslowski. He's going to make up that yardage and then some as he's going to get all the way up almost to the sticks. We'll see where that ends up being marked. I think they're going to say he is right at
pushed out of bounds by 6.
The line to gain.
I'll tell you one thing, and we talk about it periodically throughout the year, but I really want to drive it home again. The ability and the effort of our receivers as they block on run plays. Unselfish play. You see Braylon Womack, Kinsey West, Hayden McMinn, all these guys, Reed Gaston, they truly do an awesome job in blocking. And another good thing that Reed does is he sets up that outside block, and it's led to the touchdown earlier and more yardage on that play there. It looks like we might get a measurement here.
I think so. So as they're getting ready to measure, let's also recognize a massive 13-3 softball victory over.
All right, while they have a timeout, we're going to go back to Gulfport. Gulfport did not do anything after recovering that Picayune fumble, so it was 6:30 to go. Picayune at their own 45 has the ball down 21-7.
7, Picayune on the drive. Going to hand it off quickly to the little fullback, which they don't do very often, but sometimes they like to a little dive play.
I was about to say, first time we've seen that tonight, so try to get a little quick hitter there, and Gulfport was there, didn't catch them off guard.
Boy, good dive by Katie. I think he got it there.
I believe he did. The line judge across the way is giving him the yardage needed. So once again, I mean, it has been when we've needed that 1 yard, Katie Catchings out of the eye has gotten it just about every time. Bring up a first down situation for the Hawks. Now inside the red zone, about the 19-yard line. We'll see what Hartfield can draw up here.
First down, Hartfield at the Volunteer 19.
First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Tapper to Jaslowski right up the middle. Yeah, he's still on his feet. He's still pushing forward. Great job by Reed plowing ahead. I think he's gotten the first down yardage. He is marked down at about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7-yard line. Difficult to tell from our angle. I think that's the 7, so it'll be first and goal from
Saturday. One thing Reed's doing in the second half, I think, better.
And just like that. Just like that. 14-6.
All right, so that's a pick 6 for the Tartars. Taylorsville gets on the board against Simpson Academy. Back to Hartfield, running a play here, trying to get into the end zone. The pass is incomplete. So Taylorsville on the board, 14-6. So let's hang out at Hartfield and Starkville Academy as Hartfield is going to have a second and goal coming up.
In the aiming point back pylon, you got to take a little bit. You know, he had to get over the defender there, but you would have liked to see him drop that a little bit shorter there into the hands of Kinsey. Katie Catchings, that's Chris Jones is going to step in.
Yes, he is.
To the backfield for Reed Jaslowski.
You know, Chris in the spring and some of the summer workouts was running a little bit of running back, and I remember talking to him, and he said, man, it is fun playing running back. And we were like, well, enjoy it now. Probably too valuable at linebacker to ever step back there. But here we are, Game 6 on the 16-game season, I'm pretty sure, bare minimum. And Jones is in there. He's going to get it right at the middle. He explodes through. Oh, he ran over the judge. However, it does count for 6 points.
I tell you what, I'm not sure, man. That referee's hurt pretty bad here. You hate to see that. Obviously, it wasn't intentional. He had a defender coming after him and kind of headed that direction.
When you do have a man running full speed in pads and you're not, that is always a nasty combination. So while they're tending to hit
hard run, one thing we did really well in the first half was keeping behind the chains, and we weren't allowing the cutback. We're kind of getting the cutbacks here, and the running back's doing a good job getting north and south once they make that cut.
Robertson under center. Power play right up the middle. And he runs straight up. I'm a little surprised. We've seen a couple of good hits tonight, but he kind of sliding off of them, not giving them a square shot on him. He picks up 5+ there.
Just a full head of steam quick.
Yeah, and Admirals has just not shown an ability to be able to stop it right now. And again, got to watch it as they did in the first quarter. They'll pound, then pull it and throw. So can't go to sleep. Robertson under center. He'll quick pitch it. Coming left side, looking to get hit. Going to be brought down by Landon Pettis.
Another 5 or 6, another first down there.
So they're getting a first down about every 2 plays. How many first downs have they had tonight, Jake? 12 first downs. I would say probably, yeah.
I feel like 8 to 10 have been here just in the last 2 drives.
Right about that. Admirals looking for a stop, first down.
Need a big play by the defensive line guys up front.
Right back to him, power play right up the middle. Javi's trying to hold on, but he's dragging him to the 6-yard line. Lucky if they mark it at the 7. Second and a couple.
Second and short here. I don't know. They're probably really watch this tight end here. If I was going to take a shot, I'd probably do it right now.
The I formation yet again. Under center, quick pitch. Smith in the end zone. Touchdown. Don't like that.
Man.
No way to stop them. That's what we were afraid of.
Well, this is exactly what we expected to see in the first half, and defense did a good job keeping them at bay. But Picayune just doing what they want right there, manhandling us up front.
Yeah, offense is just going to have to outscore them tonight. It looks like. Jamal Simmons in for the point after. Good snap, good hold. Ball's away. Looks good. And so we bring it to within 1.
All right, so Picayune getting back in it. It's 21-14. Now we're over to Brandon and Warren Central. They are flying tonight. They're in the fourth quarter, Brandon up 20-7. Warren Central with the ball. With 10:50 to go in the fourth quarter, let's go live to Brandon Warren Central.
In his 2023 season, still got to get him acclimated to game speed, but they're going to get him for the offsides.
It'll be first down and 5. 1-by-2 set for Warren Central. Check that, 2-by-2 now. 2 receivers each side of the formation. Now they're going to even it up. Drops to throw is Morgan. Going to throw fader out far side, looking for man. He's got him wide open, but he overshoots him. As a couple times now they've been able to sneak. It looks like Zach Evans behind the defense.
Yeah, and what they're doing, Jake, they're trying to pick on Jameer and Rollins over on the left side, and Rollins that time was in coverage, got tangled up, lost his feet, allowed the receiver to get wide open. Fortunately, overthrown by Morgan, but boy, he really kind of left Rollins over around the 20-yard line to get wide open, but fortunately overthrown.
They're going to make a switch on the defensive backside here. Second down and 5, going to hand the football off, and he's going to hit the teeth of that defense, and he is destroyed, just thrown down by a Bulldog.
Jaden Callender, backside, coming from the backside, gets in basically behind the running back, gets in the hole, pulls him back, basically souffles him out of the hole. Man, that was a very good WWE move.
He had some intent on that play.
Yeah, he did.
German suplex there, Purvey.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chris, you probably heard that thump.
Yeah. It vibrated for sure down here.
Third down and 5 now. Got to reach, looks to be around the 30, or check that, 27-yard line. Morgan drops to throw. Screen near side. And he is going to be taken down a couple yards short of the first down, it looks like. Let's go down to Chris. Chris, what's that spot like?
Yeah, they're going to mark him about third.
Far side of the field to the 20-yard line. Another flag comes in late, but it'll definitely be after the penalty. What an interception on the tip ball, the tip drill by Jabori Dooley.
Yeah, second one of the year for Jabori Dooley. We do have a flag. Wonder if this could be a block in the back or something, being a little overzealous. It seemed to be after the pick by the time that flag was thrown. We're still waiting on a decision from the officials. They're talking at around the 25-yard line to decide just that. Coach Harden's out beyond the numbers talking.
Well, no matter, the interception will stand.
Yeah, they're going to get a hold after the interception.
It's fine. I think we'll take it.
Take the possession.
Absolutely. Greg, big play there by Dooley.
Yeah, that was just the old Oski Tippin catch right there with the ball. Coach Harden wanted a face mask. I didn't see the face mask, but no, I think he's just glad to have the ball. So
absolutely,
this is kind of mirroring the first quarter.
Yeah,
with the lone touchdown and then a turnover. So
that's a great point. 1st and 10, Golden Wave from the Oxford 36-yard line. Harrell under center. Gives it to Darden on the end around, who's got the edge. And a Brooks Grocery first down out past near the 20.
That is number 6, Tajay Burkett. I heard Mr. Lee Roberts as the PA guy announce it just then. Tajay Burkett made the grab. Instead of running to the sideline, he got back inside the numbers, made a couple guys miss, and just went straight down the field. And that was a big touchdown play for the Oak Grove Warriors. They lead at 30-24 with the PAT upcoming. 10:32 to play in the Farm Bureau third quarter.
All right, so Oak Grove gets a touchdown in what is probably the game of the night in Mississippi. Oak Grove and MRA. MRA has played a tough schedule so far this year. They had that brutal loss in Arkansas at Pulaski, and they're hanging in there with Oak Grove 31-24, but we're now back at Tupelo and Oxford. Tupelo up 21-7, third quarter, and Tupelo, they've had a pretty good way with it so far this year as well. They have not given up double digits, I should say, at this point, and right now they're keeping to that trend with a 21-7 lead.
Down to the 10. That'll bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Golden Wave. So we are under 8 to go in the third quarter, up 21-7.
Yeah, just a delayed handoff there, and Jaden Hill, and the only way he can, ran over 3 linebackers on his way to picking up that yardage to make this a more manageable 3rd down.
Harrell in the shotgun. Hill to his left. One receiver to the left. J.Q. Witherspoon to the boundary side. Harrell, ball is tipped as he threw it. The intended receiver was Cockrell, but it was tipped at the line of scrimmage by Jay Johnson, the outside linebacker for the Golden Wave, or for the Chargers.
Yeah, got his hand up there and was able to affect that pass. Now 4th down and 2, a big decision coming here, but I think it's a fairly easy one to make. Up 2 scores with 7:38. What you gain in a field goal almost feels like you're settling a bit if you're Tupelo, especially when you got 22 in the backfield.
The line to gain is the 9. Harrell in the shotgun. Hill to his left. Now Cockrell, the H-back, moves to the right side of the formation. Harrell throws one to the end zone. Witherspoon. Caught. Touchdown! Tupelo. J.Q. Witherspoon got that foot inbounds in the back of the end zone. Huge play on 4th down.
Yeah, amazing effort that time. He got.
Wouldn't it be a Friday night on Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live presented by Performance Therapy if we didn't hear my man Andy Lee go, touchdown Tupelo. It's 27-7 Tupelo. Meanwhile, Warren Central has already converted 1 4th down on this drive against Brandon, trying to keep this game within reach. Now they've got a 4th and 2 looking over the sideline. Let's go live to Brandon and Warren Central.
All right, we got 5 to snap. Got to hand it off. And he's going to be hit. Chris, what we got down there?
I think it's going to be short. Looks like where they mark him, he is going to be a full yard short. Yes, Brandon football.
So Bulldogs going to turn it over on downs. And again, well, let's wait and make sure we got the official call here.
Yeah. I was going to wait to see waiting for somebody to move in and give the official signal going back the other way.
Finally got the call down there. Chris, your thoughts on that? It looked like there was, because we don't measure anymore, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, he was obviously short, but it's just a lot of miscommunication.
A gain of 3 yards, 2nd down and 7.
Johnson didn't see the ball. He turned around and it was right there. Made a great catch. And you're not catching Johnson. A 74-yard touchdown pass puts Madison Central back in front. But just a great effort by Johnson. That was not his primary receiver and pick.
All right, so Madison Central scored. They have replay. I'm holding out hope that they're going to show it for us. They have a lead on Northwest Rankin. Let's go back to Taylorsville really quick. They're about to score in Simpson Academy. Pass is tipped. Now we're going to go back to Madison Central, and we're going to hope that they show us a replay. Hey, come on, guys. Give us something. Oh, man, we might not get it.
We're talking Mississippi 97.3 FM.
In life, some things just go together.
Game 20-7. Hands off to Blunt, and he's going to get the first down.
Get there and get pushed back, but full head of steam, we've got to pick up the first down.
Got a man down on the field. Timeout, injury timeout.
When it rains, it pours in Oxford.
An amazing effort. Good read and on the ball there by Burton, but a bad read by Grandjean and back-to-back turnovers.
Holy cow.
That's going to be tough to swallow for Oxford. Now Tupelo's going to be in prime position inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
I'd say that energy is picked up on the Golden Wave sideline, Greg.
They just showed the
energy is back. I was trying to say that earlier, and it's in the
go to MRA right now.
After the Damari Burton.
Okay. MRA with the ball after the Oak Grove touchdown, 31-24. We're going to go back to Tupelo and Oxford in just a second. There's John White. He's going down now to Tupelo and Oxford. Pass is broken up or incomplete. Couldn't really tell, but I know what I can tell is that it is incomplete. Back over to MRA and Oak Grove. Senior quarterback John White, a Southern Miss commit. He is 1,800 yards away from breaking the state record for career passing yards, which was set by St. Stanislaus quarterback Miles Brennan, who had 15,138 and ended up at LSU. So White about to run a play, and it looks like he might have an encroachment they're hoping to get. And they're going to get that call. Now let's go back to Tupelo and Oxford where it's 28-7. Jerem Harrell throws one, and it's complete, getting close to the 10-yard line. So let's just bounce in between these two games for a moment.
Down is Darden a little bit slow to get up, and he.
It looks like it's his right leg, Andy.
Yeah.
He's having trouble putting any weight down on it, and he'll go down.
It doesn't look like it. Looks like it goes from the 49 down to the 42. It looks like it's only a 9-yard stick over there, but I don't know what's happening. They throw it quickly to Horner underneath a little tunnel screen. He's down to the 44-yard line, so a good gain there. It's going to be second down and short. We'll call it 2nd and 3. Or is it third?
Should be third.
Yeah, third down. We'll call it third and 2.5, 3rd and 3 maybe. 7:20 to play in the third quarter. MRA trails Oak Grove 31-24 here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Patriots with the ball in the middle of the field. 3rd down and 2. An H-back and twins to the right for White. He gave a hard count, and Oak Grove has jumped again. MRA's made a living on that hard count tonight, and that penalty is going to give the Patriots another uptown first down. So the Patriots pick up the uptown first down. They move inside the Oak Grove 40 down to the 39, and the Patriots are just chomping up some clock, moving it down the field.
Absolutely. You take those first downs any way we can get them. Cade Clark coming on the field. Is that H-back now? Ford Clark coming on the field as well. Cade's coming off the field. So we'll see what they're going to draw up here. But good job, great job by the Patriots so far. Got to see them just keep on plugging away.
H-back and twins to the right. The ball's in the middle of the field at the 39, 1st and 10. White takes a snap, gives it to Simpson running straight ahead, a little bit off to the left side. He's going to get down to around the 35, so it's going to be a gain of 3 on the play. They mark him at the 36. 2nd and 7. Clock down to 6:24, 6:23, 6:22.
They'll go call a timeout or water timeout.
Well, that's kind of a strange time to give you a water timeout. 6:22 left. MRA driving the ball down the field, and they stop it right in the middle of it.
1st and goal from the 8-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Harrell in the gun. Now motions Westmoreland to the slot position. It fakes the handoff. Harrell, he keeps. And a good open field tackle there by Kylan Mathis, the linebacker, to keep Harrell from getting to the end zone.
Nice play call there by Coach Ward. Really like that. It's not something that Tupelo's prone to do, the designed quarterback run. We do have a timeout for, it looks like another cramp for Oxford 27, Jabari Turner.
Jabari Turner slow to get up as he makes his way back toward the.
All right, so Northwest Rankin has a touchdown. They just got it to tie Madison Central. It's now 14. Well, I wouldn't say tie yet. Still need the PAT. It can always be an adventure in high school. So Northwest Rankin makes it 14-13. Remember, Madison Central head coach Toby Collins used to be at Northwest Rankin before he came over. Coach Collins now in his 3rd season with the Jaguars. Kick is up, and it is good. And Northwest Rankin and Madison Central are tied at 14. Let's hop back to Tupelo and Oxford, where it is 28-7 Tupelo. Tupelo trying to put this game pretty much out of reach.
Side, Harrell under center. Pitches it to Middlebrooks on that right side, who cuts back, and he's tackled at the 1, short of the goal line.
Got a flag down.
It was Ken Herron.
At the 5. I thought Quay had.
He throws it out there to the right. It's caught by Polis, and
that's enough.
Jack Polis gets to the 27-yard line. It's a first down. It's an uptown first down for the Patriots. The clock is put back in motion. 5:40, 5:39, 5:38 to play in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Tanner Thrash, your Farm Bureau agent and Patriot parent. For a quick auto, home, or life insurance quote, give him a call at 601-940-7003. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. The ball's at the Oak Grove 27-yard line. H-back and twins to the left. That's the wide side of the field. White takes a snap, gives it to Simpson running straight ahead. Simpson's going to power through. Down
in the shotgun. Quay remains the tailback now. He's out in motion. Swing pass to Quay at the 15. He's at the 10, 5. And tackled at the 3-yard line. So good play there on 2nd down and back near the original line of scrimmage for this 3rd and goal.
Picked up 10, as you said, to get it back within range. But really, you got 2 downs to get 3 yards if you're Tupelo right here. And Quay's going to stay out in this formation. They'll go with the double tight ends, as you said, to the right side.
28-7, 5:18 to go. Handoff is to Quay, who tries to spin his way into the end zone.
Got a little bit of a push, but it was neutralized early by Oxford. They got maybe a half a yard on 3rd down and about 2.5, so it's going to make this 4th down a little bit more interesting. Do you try to go up the gut and wonder if you stick with Quay or if you think about bringing 22 out there?
Bootleg.
They're going to stick with Quay Middlebrooks as the running back, moving one tight end to the left, one to the right.
I'd always bootleg here, but that's why I'm in the booth and ain't the offensive coordinator. We'll see on this 4th and goal from the 1. Harrell keeps, and he's into the end zone.
Be caught, and the man's down at about the 12-yard line. Good.
Looked like he crossed to me. Yep, they gave him the touchdown. Touchdown, Tupelo.
All right, so Tupelo up 34-7 late in the 3rd quarter. MRA driving on Oak Grove, 31-24. Time ticking down there in the 3rd quarter, about 3:50 to go. Madison Central driving on Northwest Rankin. Got a lot going on here on Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy.
To snap, he's looking right. He's flushed out of the pocket to the left. He's going to run. He's going to get past that defender, and he's going to run for the touchdown. John White into the end zone, and MRA has an opportunity to tie this one up. It's a 12-yard touchdown run off the left side for John White. You know, Coach Davis talked early in the year about John having to use his feet more this season, and he's finding a way to use his feet some tonight. He had a 10-yard scramble in the first half not for a touchdown.
He's going to try to stretch after a gain of a couple of yards. Going to mark him at the 48. He'll be short by about a yard, so it'll be 4th and 1 from the 48.
Offense staying on the field for Madison Central. Get number 22 in the ball game for Madison Central.
That's Abraham Hall.
Be another tight end, so look for Madison Central possibly to run the ball here.
Singleton the back in the backfield, double tight end set. Here's the snap, handoff to Singleton. He's going to be hit.
Looks like he got it.
Looks like he got the 1st down, but there is a flag on the play. I heard some whistles before the handoff.
Illegal procedure.
It's a legal procedure against the Jaguars. So now it's going to.
Okay. All right, so we got a little scary situation in Brandon and Warren Central. Everybody get your prayers up. I don't know which team this is for. It looks like it could be Warren Central, but they've got a kid coming off the field on a stretcher. They've been working on him for a while now, and it does look like it's a Brandon player, I'm assuming, based on the Brandon Bulldogs coming out there and to support their teammate. You hate to see it. Football, John Perry, former coach at Pearl High School, told me it's a tough game played by tough kids, and it can be a dangerous game. So prayers to this Brandon player as he gets carted off the field. Brandon and Warren Central still have to finish this game, but it's always tough to see things like that. Let's hop back over now to Madison Central and Northwest Rankin. Madison Central just had to punt it. Northwest Rankin has it. Remember, we just saw MRA score a touchdown, and then I got my eye on Gulfport and Picayune. Gulfport is driving on Picayune as well. Gulfport up 21-14 in that one. Actually, let's hop there now. Gulfport inside Picayune territory.
Go to the air in the slot and just bad throw.
Yeah.
One of his very few bad throws there. It was a hot shot. They were trying to get Gavin to cut back and just unable to make the good connection there, but the Admiral offense will stay on the field.
Yeah, really here at the 28, long field goal, really can't punt, so 4th down.
Yeah, we like Andy, but 45's a little stretch for him right at the moment. So Nico will try to get it converted here, 4th down. Picayune has had a couple of 4th down conversions tonight. Let's see if the Admirals can get one. Magruder in motion. He's going to pull. Got pressure on the backside. Going to be hit.
Man.
Yes.
The old number
Javante
11.
Waller really just beat Hubert there. He beat Hubert to the outside. There was nothing he could do.
One of those plays where he knew we're throwing, and he pinned his ears back, and he was coming. So
big league player, and you're going to have to put a couple of bodies on him to stop him. And Hubert Brodnack's just unable to get the job done there, and he's a little bit upset with himself on that. Like a little bit of retaliation that he can hopefully get this next time, but that's a big stop by Picayune.
Yeah, it is.
Now
and
turn it over.
Now we'll see, see what Kyle McClendon, this defense, does. We really need them here to stand tall and stand firm and see if we.
All right, so Picayune and their big defensive lineman, Jamonte Waller, who's committed to Florida, 5-star player, 29th best player in the class of 2000 in the nation by 247 Sports, sack and a fumble recovery. So now we're back at Brandon. Brandon trying to put this one away against Warren Central, up 20-7. Landon Varn's going over the sideline. I guess they're in a timeout? No, they're not. Okay, so he's getting ready to run a play. Still got our eye on Madison Central Northwest Rankin, who are near the end of the third quarter, and obviously MRA and Oak Grove are tied at 31 late in the third quarter.
He'll likely be a Mississippi, Alabama All-Star product come the end of the season. Several offers, junior college, Louisiana Monroe, and some others. We'll see where he ends up next year. First down and 10 on Warren Central territory. Going to give it to Blunt again, and he's going to make a man miss and weaves his way forward to pick up a 5 on the play. Let's just go down to Chris. Chris, it'll be second down.
Yeah, and Sam told looked like Sam told Landon just to kind of take as much time off that clock instead of getting now. You know, Warren Central does have 3 timeouts, for actually showing 2 timeouts. I'm sorry, they do have 3 timeouts remaining, and so they're just going to take it.
All right, let's get the double box for the first time tonight on Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy. We've got MRA and Oak Grove, Madison Central Northwest Rankin. 2 games tied, one at 31, one at 14. We will use the MRA and Oak Grove feed to listen to start. And Jamonte Waller's the class of 24, as I've been informed, now the class of 2020. So anyway, back to the football.
So glad they didn't throw a face mask, bro. So a lot of times you'll see a guy get the jersey and pull him down, and they'll throw a face mask, and they didn't. His helmet, Maddox's helmet came off, so they'll have a different quarterback for this play.
Let's see if they just go with a wildcat formation.
10.
They're going to send number 10, Colton Scott, in, the 5'11", 154 pounds junior quarterback. He'll come in and face third down and 11. The Patriots have them behind the chains a little bit here with 2:05 to play in the third quarter. So Scott has twins tight to both sides of the formation, but there's going to be a timeout taken prior to the snap. So I don't know if that means that Maddox can come back in or if that counts. I don't know. We'll find out after this 30-second break. You're listening to MRA Football on the Zone 105.9.
Boy. So anyway, it looks like he got tangled up with the defender. No foul on the play. 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20 from the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to each side, 1 back in the backfield. White throws off his back foot. It's going to be caught. Does he get a foot in bounds? No, that's going to be incomplete, out of bounds. So now 3rd down and 20, a big Grace crossing 3rd down. The Jags want to get this ball back with 19 seconds to go in the Mosquito Ball's third quarter. All tied up, 14-14 between Madison Central and Northwest Rankin. White will send 2 receivers to the near side and 2 to the far. A 4-man defensive front for the Jags. Here comes the linebackers. White looks over the middle, incomplete. Just out of the reach of the intended receiver, Lee Cross. Situation for Northwest Rankin. Good stop. Grace crossing stop by the Jaguars.
Well, had a good bit of pressure on the quarter.
Shoulder. 3-man front for the Patriots. The ball's at the 37-yard line. They have to get to the 48. Ball's in the middle of the field. Scott takes a snap, hands it off to Burkett. Burkett tries to run ahead. He doesn't get there. The Patriots get the stop.
All right, Brandon, like we mentioned, is driving down the field on Warren Central trying to put this game away. Right now it's 1st and 10, $1:50 left. Not sure the timeout situation, but the Bulldogs up 20-7, and they look like they're going to be on their way to 2-2 on the year, while Warren Central at 2-1. Unless something crazy happens, might be falling to 2-2. Let's hang out here for a little bit.
Good sportsmanship, but Blossom's going to help up Nickelberry. So a little chippy at times, but good sportsmanship between these 2 teams here in the fourth quarter.
Gulfport on top of Picayune. Chris, you can speak on this 21-14.
Yeah, that's an interesting score right there. It was 14 14-0, I think, going into halftime is what I was told. Now it's, or I'm sorry, 21-7 going into halftime. So it's 21-14 now going into the fourth quarter. So that game still have a whole quarter left to go.
Bulldogs going to take a knee and try to get out of here. 1 minute to go, and you referenced Blake Pennick.
All right, so Brandon, looks like I just mentioned they're going to move on with a 20-7 victory. The Bulldogs will be 2-2. Warren Central will be 2-1. Let's hear a word from our friends at Performance Therapy.
Hey, I'm Courtney Turner. I am the director at our Canton location. Here at our Canton location, we offer quite a few subspecialties. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy, and all of our disciplines see adults and pediatrics. So some of our specialties include LSVT for Parkinson's patients. We have LSVT loud and LSVT big. We also offer services in pelvic floor physical therapy and dry needling. We see diagnoses ranging from athletic injuries to post-op patients to geriatrics, fall prevention, balance, and a wide range of neurological disorders. Here at our Canton Clinic, we are very involved in our community. We love to go to sporting events, go to local community outreach activities, and we also love to go help churches with their exercise programs and educational and services for local support groups. We like to say when you come here as a patient, you become part of our family, and I feel like that's very true here at our clinic. If you are in the Canton area, you can reach out directly to our Canton location, or if you are somewhere else in the state, feel free to contact any of our other 14 locations. We are Performance Therapy, comprehensive care, hands-on treatment, proven results.
All right, thanks again to our friends at Performance Therapy. MRA and Oak Grove tied at 31. That looks like it was the last play of the third quarter, so they will go to the fourth quarter. 4 fingers up, it's anybody's game. 31-31. Back over in Gulfport. Gulfport trying to hang on right now. They are up 21-14 on Picayune, coming out of a timeout. 6:43 to go in the fourth quarter.
For third and long. Big play here, Chad. If you're Picayune, what do you do?
You know, I mean, look, they're in 4-down territory. So, you know, my bread and butter's been the run game all game. I'm probably running the ball here 2 straight plays, knowing I got 2 to pick up 8. So we'll see. Yeah, toss here to the left.
Looking to find a hole, got room, got to bring him down. Got to bring him down. Touchdown. Just could not. You cannot arm tackle him. And he has absolutely dominated the game.
No, really good. I mean, again, they've done this for pretty much the whole second half here. Just a toss sweep when we didn't have contain, and he beat us to the edge. And
Daryl Smith, we talked about coming into the game. He came into the game and had 171 yards, and Ratcliffe had 103 yards. Chris Davis was the primary carrier at 500 yards. But tonight it has been all Daryl Smith with a little bit of Ratcliffe mixed in. Now we got a tie ball game here at Milner Stadium.
Well, yeah, we said, you know, first half was all ad.
All right, so we're at Starkville and Louisville for the first time tonight. Louisville, it looks like, with the ball, 2nd and 6. A battle of champions from a year ago. Starkville in 6A and then Louisville in 4A. And as a matter of fact, Louisville only had 1 loss last year. It was to Starkville. So here we are. Great game. Louisville, Louisville, an 11-time state champion. Louisville is tied with West Point and South Panola for the most state championships in state history. Meanwhile, Starkville has some big aspirations of repeating as well this year. Let's see, did Louisville get in there? I cannot tell. 3-0 so far this year with wins over West Point, 35-13, 31-0 over Neshoba Central, and 45-20 against Columbus. Starkville has won the last 4 games in this series, and Starkville 3-0 with a win over Noxubee County, 49-18, 39-28 over West Point, and 42-21 at Meridian. That came last week. And it doesn't look like he got in yet. My screen might not be as good as the others. Boys, what do we got? He is short. All right, so we will keep here, and I will try and stay as much as I can. Try and keep it as having less dull air as possible. MRA and Oak Grove are just back from the fourth quarter, and Gulfport is getting the ball back after Picayune scored to tie it at 21. Now let's see if Louisville can get in there. I don't think they got in again. That was 3rd and goal. This is a big play in this game for this Yellow Jacket defense, and now we're going to get a timeout. So let's go over to Louisville. Let's go over to Picayune and Gulfport. Gulfport's got
Des Smith in the backfield.
We go.
With Nico, 2 receivers on the far side, 2 down here on the near. Nico will hand it. Smith's going to be dropped after a gain of about an inch.
Early on, Picayune, I guess the last drive early on, Picayune was kind of, when we spread them out, they spread out, but now they're leaving them in the box and really kind of daring Nico to throw the ball here.
I would have liked to see Nico pull that and run it there. I think he had opportunities. He just,
again, 4 receivers.
Left it there.
I'll say 4 receivers, but they got 7 in the box. So
yeah, Jamonte Waller on the defensive end on the near side here, so watch and see if we can double team and keep him out of the backfield.
Nico's going to throw
they
it.
Got him. Nico has time. He's going to scramble and run. Got to find his feet. Going to get tackled from behind. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 of those. Going to be about 3rd and 5. Manageable.
All right, so out of timeout, Starkville up 22-9. Louisville, I guess we got 3rd and goal. That's what the scoreboard says, or here the ticker says. They're going to just try and punch it in again, and I think they finally got it. Yes, they did. Touchdown, Louisville. So this game is getting pretty interesting. 22-2. I can't do the math because I forgot the score. What was it when we came in? There we go, 22-15. Thanks, guys. 22-15. We have another injury tonight. It's just been a scary night. We've had an injured player down at Simpson Academy in Taylorsville for a while. The ambulance just now getting there. They've been the Brandon player, and now this player at this game went down basically the same exact time. So just say a prayer for both of these schools tonight, both of these teams. It's just a scary night to be playing football, and hopefully both of these players are going to be okay. With that being said, we have other games in action. We're going to go down to Oak Grove and MRA. Oak Grove is driving with just under 10 minutes to go. A 31-all contest.
Takes a snap. He drops back. He's under pressure. He throws it out to the right side. It's caught but tackled immediately. Clark on the tackle. It's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play, so it'll be 3rd down and 8. The Patriots have 2 good plays back-to-back. They need 1 more good play back-to-back.
Yeah, we dropped a defensive lineman into coverage and blitzed to safety there as Matthew Perkins came in on the blitz.
Ford Clark with the sure-handed tackle creates a gain of only 3 for Oak Grove. Clock rolls, 9:23, 9:22, 9:21 to play. Twin receivers to both sides. Maddox has a running back in Champaign to his right shoulder. Takes a snap. He's looking right. Now he's looking over the middle. He throws it deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and it is 4th down and 8. Oak Grove with a real decision to make here. You're in no man's land. It's probably too far for a 50-yard field goal.
Stewart was kicking them pretty easily from 45 pregame, but this would be from about 48 or 49.
So 4th down and 8. Oak Grove appears to be going for it with 9:08 to play in the game. MRA and Oak Grove tied at 31 here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Let's see if they're trying to draw the Patriots off sides or just what's going to happen. 13, 12, 11 on the play clock. Clock at rest with 9:08 to play in the game. Maddox takes the snap. He drops back. He's looking right. He throws it down the middle of the field. He's got a man wide open, and the catch is made for the touchdown. Tajay Burkett. He got down the seam, got behind.
All right, so A.J. Maddox, the Texas A&M commit with the touchdown pass there for Oak Grove against MRA. Oak Grove takes the lead back in that contest. It's now 37-31. PAT coming up. Meanwhile, Gulfport and Picayune neck and neck at 21-all. Gulfport with the ball. Just over 3 minutes to play in this one. And then Northwest Rankin and Madison Central have a little problems with the feed. Northwest Rankin is a 21-14 lead. Keeping our eye on that. And as I speak, Oak Grove kicks an extra point, and it is good. So it is 38-31, Oak Grove over MRA. Let's hang out with Gulfport for a minute.
Backfield picked off. He's going to take it to the house.
Just knew
Can't believe it.
exactly
Cannot
what
believe
we
it.
were doing there.
He sat there and read it. Ratcliffe, we said he was one of the better defenders and one of the better athletes. He just made up his mind, came back, threw the ball, never saw him, and he took it to the house. And like that, Picayune picks up their first lead.
Oh, baby, that's why I love this show. The action here in the fourth quarter. All right, we're at Madison Central Northwest Rankin now. Northwest Rankin up 21-14. Madison Central with the ball, nearing at midfield. Madison Central leads the all-time series 24-4, and they've won the last 4 in this series. The Cougars trying to stop that tonight.
It's off a receiver, defender at the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 46. That'll be enough for a bank plus first down.
Marvion Jackson will check in to spell Singleton.
Two receivers to the far side. 3-man defense in front. Handoff again to Singleton. Or Marvion Jackson across the 50. Still on his feet at the 40. The 35. And finally tackled at the 32-yard line. A bank plus first down for Marvion Jackson. Looked like a pinball up the middle off those defensive backs and those linebackers. They couldn't get him down. And that's good for the Jags. And a bank plus first down.
Got past the initial wave of the defense. Had some open field to run in. Nice job of picking his way.
Picarella hands off again to Jackson across the far side. Some more room. 20, 10. It's a race to the pylon. Touchdown, Jaguars.
31-yard touchdown run. Marvion Jackson.
Just like that, a Brick City Drugs touchdown for Marvion Jackson. 2 huge runs, and the Jags.
I'm all fired up. Let's go. Let's hang here just a minute. Northwest Rankin gives up the touchdown at Madison Central. PAT on the way. It is not going to happen yet. MRA now has the ball at Oak Grove. Just had a run and play there, go for nothing. So we will wait for the PAT. Meanwhile, Gulfport has just got the ball back. They're down 28-21 now after that pick 6. Lots happening here in the fourth quarter here on Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live, presented by Performance Therapy.
The wide side, 2 short to the right. White with an empty set. White takes a snap, drops back, throws a tunnel screen to Simpson underneath, and Simpson ran right into the back of MRA's number 62 trying to get out there. Shane Sanderson trying to set a block.
All right, real quick, Madison Central PAT is good, 21-21, MC and Northwest Rankin. Let's go back to MRA Oak Grove.
You call a play you think will work, and they just call the defense and catch you out of position. 3rd
down and 11. Big play here for the Patriots. You really need to get 7 or 8 yards at the very least to give yourself a chance to go for it. 7:36, 7:35 to play in the game. White has an H-back and twins to the right. He drops back. He's looking. He throws it out to the right side. He's got a man. Nice job by Case Thomas. Yeah. He took his man right to the sticks. He came back and grabbed it, made the catch, and just fell down right there. It's an uptown first down. The Patriots move the chains.
Got a lineman down. Joe?
That is going to be Joe. Joe Corey's down for a second. We'll see.
Big throw down the field. Got a receiver. He came across, made the catch. Oh, he's saying he's out of bounds. Wow.
One of those that's hard to see on that far sideline, but man.
Do we have an instant replay on that one?
Looked like he had plenty of room, but.
I guess not on that one. That was a big play there.
Really, man, safety came over and contested, and he made a great grab to go up and get that.
Sure did. I thought that safety was going to be all over it. So 2nd and 10 here. Still got time, though. I don't think we need to panic. I mean, let's look at picking up a first down. Let's keep it moving, give ourselves another shot. Everything doesn't have to be downfield. Let's get the first down. That's fine. He's still on his feet, picks it up there. So that's a first down for Magruder, I think.
Yeah, good run by Magruder there, breaking the tackle, getting 3 or 4 more after the.
That's got to be first down, no?
After the throw. I'll take on 3rd and short here, so.
Let's get it, run it up the field. Let's go, get the first down. Get the first down. There's a first down right there. Man still on his feet, trying to get to the 25. He might get to the 26.
Yeah. Really
Daquan
good.
Payton? Was that Daquan? No,
Yeah.
that was Joseph, right?
That's Cameron Joseph,
Yeah.
number 6 there. But no, really good throw on the out route again by Nico, showing that arm off, putting the ball on him.
126 and counting.
Yeah. There we go, ball on the 27. 2 timeouts left, so got to have a touchdown.
Big play here. And Picayune will take a timeout to talk about it. 1:15. Admirals trail. 28-20.
Cougars on top of the ball really quick after that first down. White looking for the play on the sideline. 3-man defensive front with the linebacker cheating up for the Jags. 1st and 10 from the 45. Handoff is to the running back across the 45 to the 50 to 45. Knocked off his feet around the 40. That'll be enough for a first down. Dylan Lewis with a big run, his longest run of the game.
Yeah, and just about broke it.
Northwest Rankin in the hurry up. Handoff again to Lewis. Plenty of room across the 35, bouncing off Jag defenders down to the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 2 after 8 yards on that play. 21-21 your score. All tied up here at Cougar Stadium at campus of Northwest Rankin High School. 6:44 and counting to go in the ball game here in the Southern Ag Credit 4th quarter. 2 receivers to the near side. Moving right to left, 4-man defensive front for the Jags. Lewis
Himself, what he should do, looking for a block, trying to get to the end zone, going to make it to the 10, and a flag.
You know, man, Nico did a good job. They went 2-man, didn't have any for the quarterback, but, man, I'm not sure about this call here.
Just holding.
almost looks like the defense is gassed a little bit back.
It does. I just fixed to make that comment, Bob. It looks like the defense is a little bit tired, particularly up front.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 25 of the Jaguars for the Northwest Rankin Cougars. All tied up here, 21 each. Handoff again to Lewis. Lewis again makes a move at the 22.
What you do with a kid with that, though? I mean, that's just an athletic play. He's going to make a play, and he puts him down. I didn't see the hold.
And yeah, 1st and 10.
Now what do we got? Another stop.
Guess they were saving him for this time.
Well, they bottled him up most of the game. So, and Northwest behind a good bit. They were trying to go to the air, but can't afford to use a running game right now, and it's working for Northwest.
Cougars will have 2 receivers to the near side. White again, hands off to Lewis. Lewis makes one Jag miss at the 19-yard line, bounces outside. It's going to be close to a first down, maybe shy by a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 1 from the 16-yard line. Clock continues to roll, 4:51 to go.
Looks like they got one left. Official timeout here. Not sure why. Now he's ready to.
For the Cougars. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 back in the backfield behind White. White looking to change the play.
First down. Nico sends him in motion. Joseph coming down on the near side. Nico got time. Looking over the top.
Got a ball.
To Prince.
To Prince again.
Cottenham. Big play.
You know, when you need big plays, you put your big player in, and Prince has come up with.
Getting it to the referee now. 1st and goal. Now you got somebody sitting down. He's not hurt or a cramp.
Yeah, you know.
Here we go. Admirals offense ready to roll. Magruder by himself up top. Going to move a safety over. Now we're going to get a timeout. I believe, from Picayune.
Wesley White, your quarterback for Northwest Rankin. Dylan Lewis, the running back in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. Handoff is to Lewis. Lewis navigating through the linebackers. Across the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Picked up about 3 yards on the play.
Check that Trip Weekly on the carry. Clock is winding down, and Northwest Rankin is not in any hurry. 3:21 and counting to go in the ball game here in the Southern Ag Credit fourth quarter. 21-21 your score. Second down from the 7-yard line. Handoff is to Weekly. Weekly's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe fall forward to about
ability to stop the clock with the timeout. You got Prince down here, number 2. So I mean, you try to get in his hands here.
But you're in a situation too where the end zone begins to hold you in tight. Good move and good defensive play there.
Yeah.
By number 55.
To the right for White. The defense jumped, but they didn't jump far enough to get into the neutral zone. The play clock's down to 14. The clock's running with 4:46 to play in the game. White has reset his offense. He's ready to snap it. And he takes the snap, option left. He runs it. He's going up the middle, and he's inside the 10, down to the 9. Good recognition by John White. That outside defender wasn't going to let Charles Simpson have it on the option again, so White just kept it, and he's down to the 8-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 3, we'll call it.
Yeah, I think Devontae Hunter, number 5, had been yelled at enough that he said, okay, I'm not playing the quarterback this time.
Twins to both sides for White. 3rd and 3, the ball's on the left hash. White gave a hard count. The defense did jump that time. And that is going to be a Kincaid's Fine Clothing yellow handkerchief charged to the black-shirted Oak Grove Warriors.
Uptown first down.
It is an uptown first down. MRA gets a 4-yard penalty, moves it inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and goal. 4:10, 4:09, 4:08 to.
All right, so we have been going to Northwest Rankin and Madison Central. The feed we're having problems with. It keeps kicking us back to earlier in the fourth quarter. So when we get a score update and we get it fixed, we'll go back to it. So we got MRA going here. Gulfport's out of a timeout. We're going to start jumping as soon as we see someone run a play.
Linemen have really tight splits. They have an H-back behind them with Ford Clark.
Allen.
There goes
Joseph.
Motion. He's going to go quick to him. Got him. Oh, he underthrew him. He got hit, but he underthrew him. Had him wide open.
Going to be down to around the 2-yard line, maybe the 1-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 1. The clock will continue to roll. 3:26, 3:25, 3:24 to play. MRA trails by 7, but they have it 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Just a great job by the Patriots controlling the clock, controlling the tempo, doing what they need to do. Got our heavy set in right now. Looks like we're going to run the ball. John looks like he's going to sneak it right here.
White goes under center. He does try to sneak it, and he's not going to get there.
Inside, got a man
Had him again.
Okay.
Had him again.
Did I'm all right?
Same play to Cam Joseph. Well, here's your game. 15 seconds on the clock, 4th down.
Yeah, see if Coach Pennick doesn't take a timeout here to talk about it.
I would think so.
Yeah.
You'd have to here. Pennick wants to talk it over with his crew. So, hey, coming down to this.
You know, had
Okay, so MRA did score right before we cut out. So we're waiting for the PAT to come, 38-37. Meanwhile, Gulfport running out of opportunities against Picayune. They drew up a beautiful play out of that timeout, but Nico Williams couldn't complete the pass. So trying to find something else here is Gulfport. Meanwhile, we got the Northwest Rankin feed to work. Northwest Rankin driving, 2:20 to go, 21 all. And they are so close to the end zone, they can taste it. Let's go here for a minute.
Well, let's see what Northwest Rankin does. It looks like they're going to go for it. White still in the game as your quarterback. They're going to get a real tight formation. He'll drop back into shotgun formation. One receiver to the near side, double tight end set. Lewis the back in the backfield. .145 and counting to go. Play clock at 3. And it looks like Northwest.
Go for it.
Back here.
Got pressure on the inside, just never got away from it, and they ate him up. And that's your ball game.
Man.
Never
Picayune
got a chance.
Picayune basically went man all across, and they brought everybody and figured we're going to get to you before you can throw it, and they did. Man.
Picayune is going to come away with the victory here at
Zulawaga has retreated to his own 33-yard line.
So the Picayune defense gets the stand in the very end, and Picayune with that pick 6 keys at 28-21 victory. So Picayune improves to 3-1, and Gulfport is going to fall to 2-2. Gulfport is going, what's today's date? They're going to Brandon next week. Gulfport will be at Brandon, and Picayune is going to host Ocean Springs. So we're at MRA and Oak Grove 38 all. Northwest Rankin and Madison Central now. Looks like Northwest Rankin is going to go for a field goal, the chip shot. Let's see if the Cougars can convert.
This will be a 18-yard field goal with 1:35 to go. And not really sure exactly what happened. But it looks like the Jags might have jumped off sides.
Half the distance, it still won't be enough for a first, I don't believe.
If you're
Okay, so Louisville and Starkville. Louisville has a 23-22 lead, and on the kickoff, Starkville fumbled it, and Louisville has recovered. So 4:52 to go in the fourth quarter, and Louisville on the road trying to take down the 6A champs from a year ago, and they just had an incredible quarter. They were down 22-6 at one point. Now they have a 1-point lead, so we'll keep our eye on this one. Meanwhile, let's hop back to Northwest Rankin and Madison Central. Northwest Rankin has a chance to take the lead, and we also have our eye on MRA and Oak Grove. Oak Grove has the ball, 38 all with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. As you can see, the feed just got us on pins and needles, man. Pins and needles over here. We'll stay here. We got our eye on Louisville as well and MRA, like I just mentioned.
one receiver to the near side. Handoff is to Lewis. Lewis is going to fall forward into the end zone for the touchdown.
Down in 6.
Yeah, you mentioned they've changed formations completely. They got an H-back and a tight.
21, a minute and a half to go. So Madison Central, they played some close ones all year. This is their third really close game. They had Ocean Springs. They beat 15-14 on a game-winning field goal. And then last week they won at Gulfport 23-21. Now they're going to need a last-second score. Let's hang out at MRA and Oak Grove. We've got Louisville and Starkville pulled up on our preview monitor as well to go there as Louisville is up 23-22.
38 to play on the clock. Clock's about to be put back into motion. It is put back into motion. 135, 134. We're tied at 38. We're in the elite physical therapy fourth quarter. Tight end to the right, twins to the right. Here comes that same play again. And this wrapped up and taken down this time. No gain on the play for Jamar Pittman. The Patriots read it and did a pretty good job. Gentry in on the tackle again. Cade Gentry's been making a lot of tackles.
He has. I think Oak Grove just said, hey, we're gonna run this play until y'all stop it. And so we finally stopped it. Oak Grove takes a timeout.
So Oak Grove takes a timeout. They'll face 2nd and 10 when we come back after this 30-second break. You're listening to MRA Football on the Zone 105.9.
All right, so we have no audio on this feed for Starkville and Louisville. This is Louisville with the ball. I'm not sure the down. The distance looked like it was, they probably got about 10 yards to go. We got halfway there on that run. Louisville, led by fifth-year head coach Tyrone Shorter. He spent 20 years at Noxubee County where he went 125-34, 36-6 in playoff games with 4 state championships to boot. When you go and you prepare for these games, you like to see, well, who's got what players, and Starkville's got just a ton of guys that are going to the next level. And then you look for Louisville. They don't have any of those guys that are listed on the 247 recruiting page. But right now, recruiting rankings, we don't care. We're up 23-22. So the monitor obviously right here says 4th and 8. They look like they're considering some things. So while they're considering, I was going to go to MRA and Oak Grove, but that play accumulated to nothing. Madison Central is a kick return, and they got some work to do. So the Jaguars are going to start, it looks like, their own 28. We got timeout at Starkville and Louisville, and we got to keep our eye on MRA and Oak Grove with a minute left. Let's go to MRA and Oak Grove. Oak Grove with the football.
Oak Grove has one timeout left, so they're having to conserve that timeout. Maddox going under center. Now he comes back out. He has Twins tight to the right side of the formation, Twins wide on the left side of the formation. He takes a snap. He drops back. He's got plenty of time. He's looking. He's under pressure. Now he's wrapped up, and Cade Gentry with the tackle. Is going to be 4th down, 4th and 6. The clock is going to stop. Coach Herbert Davis is going to take a timeout with 31 seconds to play in regulation. And we'll see if Oak Grove decides that they want to go for it or if they want to or punt it right here with 31 seconds to play. But MRA.
I'm out Madison Central with 104.
Zay Hart caught it right up against the sideline.
Timeouts everywhere. That's what happens when games are close and they're all decided by a possession. Louisville and Starkville coming out of a timeout. Louisville looking at a 4th down and 8, and they're going to attempt a field goal. This would make it 26-22, and mean Starkville would have to score a touchdown to win this game. So let's see if this kick can be knocked in from about 32 yards. Here it comes. Here it comes. The kick is up. The kick is good. What a kick. 32 yards. Louisville up 26-22. So Starkville and Trey Petty, they got some work to do. Got the work cut out for them. 2:31 to go in the ball game. MRA and Oak Grove out of a timeout. Interesting situation here. Oak Grove facing 4th down with 31 seconds to go. It looks like they got A.J. Maddox and the offense out there. Because if this doesn't work out, MRA has got a kicker, and most importantly, they got a quarterback who can get in range in a short period of time. Let's go live. Oak Grove, MRA.
And 2 to the left. 4th and 7. Play clock at 3-2. Maddox takes a snap. He drops back. He's going to run for it, and he's got plenty of room to run. He slides at the 33-yard line. 1st down for the Oak Grove Warriors. The slide, let's see where they mark the ball. They have to mark it back at the 33 or 34.
That's got to be. Up to the line, takes the snap. Hand off again to Singleton. Singleton across the 44-yard line, and Madison Central will take a timeout with 53.
So with 13 seconds to play, Oak Grove has one timeout, and they have the ball 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line. Maddox did a great job recognizing what the defense gave him.
He did.
Took advantage, ran it down to the middle of the field, slid safely. And Oak Grove, as I mentioned, has the football 2nd and 10 at the 34.
I thought he just spiked it.
I'm not sure if he took it. He may have. I mean, the play clock has been reset, so I'm guessing they did take their timeout, or else Coach Davis took a timeout. MRA.
I don't know. They huddled all on the sideline. You can't do that unless you take a timeout.
The play clock is back at 28, 27, 26, so I don't really know what just happened.
See, we've vacated the middle. They could do the same thing right here again, Ross, if you wanted to.
3 receivers to the right. MRA has 4 defenders over them. 2 to the left. MRA has 3 over those guys. They throw the little slant route quickly to number 4. He's made the grab. He's tackled at the 23-yard line. The clock goes down to 4 seconds. It stopped at 4 seconds. The ball's at the 22, 23-yard line. So this is going to be another 40-yard field goal attempt on the last play of the game with exactly 4 seconds left.
I just don't know how you let them huddle up on the sideline after they spike the ball. That's not illegal.
The clock, 3 receivers to the near side. 1 back in the backfield. Everybody's set. Picarella. Play action. Throws to the near side. Has his receiver off his hands around the 20-yard line. I think the ball was out of bounds, too.
Jaden Johnson.
Picarella took a big shot in the backfield. 31 seconds left. 2nd and 10. The intended receiver, Jaden Johnson.
Picarella just a little bit too far to the outside.
28-21, Northwest Rankin over Madison Central. Madison Central has the ball, 2nd down and 10 from the Northwest 45. Picarella, play action, throws over the middle, incomplete.
They can to get Oak Grove to miss a field goal here on the final play of regulation. We're tied at 38. MRA's defense shifting all around. And now the Patriots have taken another time. The Patriots are going to take a timeout to try to ice the kicker. We'll take it with them this time. 38-38, 4 seconds to play in regulation. We'll be back after this.
All right, so here we're at Starkville, 26-22 Louisville. We're waiting on MRA and Northwest Rankin. MRA trying to get a play in. They've got 3rd and 10. They're down 7, but here comes Starkville. That pass went out of bounds. Here we are with Madison Central. Let's go live, Madison Central, Northwest Rankin.
Ball right in the middle of the field. Picarella, play action. He's going to be hit and dropped. And Madison Central will have to take their timeout. It's going to be 4th and 10 after Picarella is sacked right at the line of scrimmage. Or they're going to move it back, rather. Loss of 2, so it'll be 4.
In the Elite Physical Therapy 4th quarter, MRA 38, Oak Grove 38. And Luke Stewart, this 6'2", 166-pound senior kicker, is on to attempt a 40-yard field goal to win the game.
We'll use our last one. Yeah,
MRA has used their final timeout now to ice the kicker once more. Oak Grove took a timeout to get him lined up. MRA has now taken 2 timeouts to ice him. So,
I'm dying from the anxiety of waiting to see this kick. Surely they don't have any more timeouts they can call in this one. 38-all, waiting on Luke Stewart's game-winning field goal attempt. Here we are at Starkville. The officials marking off a penalty in favor of the Yellow Jackets. 1:39 to go. That was a hefty penalty right there, too. So here comes Starkville, 26-22. We got timeout at Madison Central and Northwest Rankin, and obviously at MRA and Oak Grove, waiting for them to come back and to run a play. Meanwhile, we're going to stay here with Starkville. 4 wide. For what I'm assuming is, yeah, that's still Trey Petty back there, and he just has to eat it. To Oak Grove and MRA. Let's see what happens here. Luke Stewart with a chance to win it.
Ball, the defense shifting all around. Play clock down to 17. They're ready. Calls for it. It's a high snap. It's not a great kick, and it's no good. The Patriots deflected it off the line. It was not a great snap.
Get away from it. What are y'all doing? He can't advance.
It's a punt. It's basically the same thing as a punt. The game has expired. The clock has expired. The referee says he's down at the 5-yard line where he touched it.
Yeah,
we blocked it at the line. They can go touch it, but it's downing it like a punt.
Down. Yeah.
So they do not get the touchdown to end the game. The Patriots and the Warriors are going to play overtime here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The referees are going to have to decide for sure.
Anytime you block a punt, you just want to get away from it because.
All right, so Madison Central had the sack, and now they had a incompletion on 4th down. So Northwest Rankin ends a 4-year losing streak to Madison Central, winning 28-21, handing their former coach, Toby Collins, his first loss to his former team. Northwest Rankin, what a victory for the Cougars. These victories over the Jags don't come very often, but it is certainly sweet when it does happen. Madison Central now leads the all-time series 24-5. So MC is going to host Warren Central next week, while Northwest Rankin is going to host Brookhaven in these two teams' final non-region games of the 2023 season. All right, so we are going to go now to Louisville. I'm going to keep talking because there's no one talking for us in the Starkville and Louisville feed. Starkville, I believe that is a big neon 3 and a timeout for Starkville. So we've got timeouts across the board. We got Oak Grove and MRA coaches meeting at midfield to discuss overtime, and obviously Northwest Rankin just won this game. We're going to take a quick break. Let's hear from the good folks at Performance Therapy.
Hello, my name is Brooks Fort Mary. I'm the director at Performance Therapy in Clinton. We're a clinic in town that offers physical, occupational, and speech therapy for adults and pediatrics, which helps kind of set us apart a little bit in this community. On the physical therapy side, we're able to treat orthopedic injuries, knee replacements, rotator cuff surgeries, anything like that. But also we offer pelvic floor physical therapy for those people that need that, and pediatrics. And our occupational side and speech side also treat adult and pediatric patients. Because we offer all three disciplines, we're able to try to give a wide approach and really see anything that's needed in this community. Our clinic's really willing to go the extra mile and help patients however is needed. If you have a game, we want to go and support you and see how we can serve you in that way. If it's at your daycare, we're willing to go visit that and see how your kids need accommodations or treatment with that. So we're willing to do whatever's needed and be there every step of the way for you in your recovery. If you're in Clinton, you can reach out to us specifically, but if you're at any of our other locations, feel free to visit our website, performancetherapyms.com. We are Performance Therapy, hands-on treatment, comprehensive care, proven results.
All right, thanks again to the folks at Performance Therapy. We got Starkville, we've got Louisville, and do we have an interception there? What do we have? We got an incomplete pass. That was 3rd and 8. So Starkville, serious trouble now. Down 26-22, they got to make something happen. MRA and Oak Grove are working out their overtime situation. It's going to be Oak Grove that's going to start with the football first. Be first and goal from the 10. Let's see what A.J. Maddox and the Warriors can dial up here in overtime.
From left to right, he pitches it to him, and that is a good play, a gain of about 3 on the play for Tajee Burkett. They call it a pass. He came right in front. Right. He was in motion, and the quarterback just basically just doesn't even really catch it. He just taps it forward to Burkett.
All right, we also want to update the Simpson Academy and Taylorsville game. Like we showed you earlier, the ambulance was called to the field. They suspended that game due to that injury. So Simpson Academy and Taylorsville suspended. We've got Starkville and Louisville in a timeout on 4th and 8. Now let's go back to MRA and Oak Grove.
On the left, they bring Burkett in motion again over to the left. The ball is snapped, and he didn't see it. The ball, there's a penalty flag on the snap. Let's see what they call. They're going to call illegal procedure, and the Patriots don't even want that. They want the snap to count.
Can we decline that?
Yeah, you can't decline. It's a dead ball penalty.
I guess maybe a snap infraction is probably what happened.
I'm sure Coach Davis is wondering what the deal is, but you can't decline illegal procedure. Had it been an illegal formation or something, you could have declined it. But I don't want Coach Davis to decline it and them get their down over.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You got to get the penalty if they're going to.
So it was 2nd and goal at the 7. Now it's 2nd and goal at the 12. We're tied at 38. We're in the first overtime period. Oak Grove is on offense first. MRE's offensive possession comes up next. Twin receivers to both sides for Maddox. He brings a man in motion behind him.
Oh, to him.
He throws it out in the flats to Burkett.
Nobody.
And Burkett is going to go into the end zone. Maybe. Let's see if he marks him. The referee hasn't said anything. He marks him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
All right, this is 4th down. Trey Petty on his horse. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Let's move the camera over. All right, so Oak Grove, it looked like they had a touchdown. We got so much going on, but they do not. So it should be 3rd and goal from the 1 for Oak Grove. Who's running a play first? That's what we're waiting on. No one seems to know. All right, so it looks like we're going to get Oak Grove first, and we're going to hop to Starkville really quick. All right, here we go, 3rd and 1. Handoff, touchdown, Oak Grove. So Oak Grove strikes first in overtime. Let's go over to Starkville and Louisville. Starkville with the ball. Waning moments of the game with Louisville up 26-22, 4 wide for Trey Petty. Dropping back. He's got all the time in the world. The Illinois commit looking for something. He's going to use his legs. He's done that so well this year. We're waiting on Oak Grove to attempt their extra point. And we can go show it really quick. And I've got, Trey Petty has done a lot of damage through the air, but he also has 299 yards and 3 touchdowns using his legs this season. So PAT is good, 45-38. Back to Starkville and Louisville we go. And it looks like, I love trying to guess. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, we got a holding call on Starkville. So that is not what the Yellow Jackets want in this situation. It doesn't look like it was at the beginning, so maybe they'll tack it on somewhere at the end of the run. They're going to call it 2nd and 15 for Starkville. Now, Petty running over the sideline or going to talk to his receiver. Louisville trying to pull off a humongous road upset tonight. Petty got all the time in the world. He's taking a shot at the end zone, and there is nothing there. That's incomplete. All right, MRA and Oak Grove. MRA has the ball now. Their first play in overtime, and the ball is out. It's recovered by Oak Grove. It's recovered by MRA, excuse me, but I don't think, no, you can't advance it forward. So MRA is going to keep the ball at the 5-yard line. Holy cow. Now remember, MRA had a gut-wrenching loss at Pulaski a few weeks ago. Pulaski Academy in Arkansas. They're in the middle of another thrilling football game tonight. Let's go back to Starkville now while MRA sorts things out. Starkville now facing a 3rd and 15 after Trey Petty threw to the end zone. He's firing a rocket over the middle. That one is incomplete. It's 4th down. Let's go back to MRA and Oak Grove. MRA 2nd and goal from the 5.
In the formation with him to the left shoulder. White takes a snap, option left, pitches it to Simpson. Simpson cuts it up into the middle of the field. He's tackled for no gain, maybe lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 6.
They were ready for that one, Ross. You could see their coaches on the sideline motioning that way, pointing to the backer. The backers were talking to each other. They were ready for that option play.
The ball's at the 6-yard line with the goalpost, closer to the left hash. 3rd down.
Quick. All right, here comes Starkville, 4th down. Got my eye on MRA and Oak Grove. Trey Petty's got to make something happen. MRA, meanwhile, is about to run the play at the same exact time. Here's the pass, and it is... What's happened here, boys? We got a touchdown in MRA. They'll show us a replay. I'm not sure what happened in Starkville. Incomplete. So Louisville is getting the ball. I can't tell. Oh, it's 4th and 15. All right. MRA is going for 2. Holy cow. All right, so MRA said, we're done playing for the night. This is it. Let's see what MRA can do. They can call timeout. That's what they can do. All right, let's go to Starkville. 4th and 15. This is essentially your ball game unless they pick up a 1st down. He's got 4 receivers. Louisville guarding the end zone, throwing it up, and that pass is incomplete, and Louisville is going to win this football game. What a victory for the Power Cats out of Louisville. 26-22 will be your final score tonight. What a win and a spectacular game between two of these storied football programs in Mississippi. Louisville is going to win 26-22. So let's go to MRA and Oak Grove. Let's see if Herbert Davis has changed his mind or if he still wants to go for 2 and try and either win this game or lose it right now. Let's see what happens. Yep, they're going to go for 2. Let's go live.
Kick their extra point. MRA is going for 2 after their touchdown. 3 receivers tight to the formation to the right. John White has Charles Simpson to his left shoulder. Going for 2. They're going to run the option left. They pitch it to Charles Simpson. Charles Simpson is working. He's not going to get there. He's going to be tackled just short. And MRA is going to come up just short. 45-44, Oak Grove with the win. And the Patriots left it all out there, Nathan. You talk about leaving it all out there, and that's exactly what they did tonight.
Ross, you can't ask for any more effort from a group of players than the boys clad in white just gave you tonight.
Woo! Inject this night into my veins, man. What a great night. This might be my favorite night so far from this year and last year for Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live presented by Performance Therapy. What a finish. What a night. Oak Grove wins at 45-44 over MRA to stay undefeated. Oak Grove is going to host Laurel next week before their bye week. It'll be their last non-region game of the season. Meanwhile, MRA is off next week before going to East Rankin on the 29th. So that is going to conclude our coverage for tonight of high school football across the state of Mississippi. This is Mississippi Scoreboard Friday Night Live presented by Performance Therapy. I'm your host, TJ Werre. Thanks to the Mississippi Sports Hall of Fame and Museum in Jackson for hosting us. We hope to see you next week. Have a great night.